Welcome back. Thanks so much for joining us. We have Roy Sweatman here with us to talk about actually a couple things you want to talk about. But let's get an update on the Bright home makeover. How's that going? Before you do that, let's talk. For the people that didn't, I'm spinning.
Start over.
You said you were easy.
Yeah, I'm very easy. Yeah, great.
About a month and a half ago, you were on the show and you talked about the Bright family.
Right.
And for the people that didn't see that, could you just kind of give a little basic?
Listen.
Yeah.
Well, the Bright family are a family that's a member of Shiloh Baptist Church. They have an 8-year-old son. His name is Matthew, and Matthew has a rare disease where his muscles are deteriorating. He can't swallow, so he can't eat. He has seizures that come unexpectedly all the time. And the family has lived with this for 8 years. He started when he was about 8 or 9 months old. Well, now they have a new daughter, Amelia, and Amelia is 6 months old. But 2 months ago, she started having seizures.
Wow.
And now they have 2 children in the home, and they've not determined if Amelia does, but it seems like she's got the same exact thing. They've done taken a piece of muscle out of her leg, sent it off to be to the lab, and they should be back with us shortly. But they have a home that's a little small house up Spring Street, just past the hospital. And I was talking with them about their situations, and I had our trustees and deacons at Shiloh sit down and talk with them, and we felt like there was such a great need. They had torn out the wall between their bedroom and Matthew's bedroom so they could hear him if he went into convulsions or had a seizure in the middle of the night. And they were having to bag him and just keep him alive. And the family, and I asked them, what about Amelia? And they said, well, she's sleeping with us right now. And they have a daughter, Carly, that lives in the other bedroom. And she's 5, nothing wrong with her. But I asked, what were you going to do with her when she gets a little older? And they hadn't crossed that bridge yet. But it was obvious their bathrooms were not wheelchair accessible.
Right.
And they're having to tote Matthew everywhere. And we just felt that the need was so great that we needed to add on to their home, build them a deck where they could take the kids out in the sunshine, and just give them some kind of life, you know, a little better than what they have. So we made a project, try to raise $25,000 and do a home makeover for them.
Was there at one point in time you thought about notifying the home makeover people to come and help, but why did you not do that?
Well, because of time. They really needed something now. And to do them, you're talking 6 months, a year at best out. And we needed to do something now. So we felt like we could just step up and our community would buy into this and help us. So it has been phenomenal. Our community has stepped up. We had a rodeo. We raised about $6,000.
Wow.
Good.
The ranch house offered a brunch on Sunday with 100% of the proceeds going to the Bright family. We raised $8,400 that day.
Wow.
And I just appreciate their heart that the business there, the owners have just been phenomenal. And the church has stepped up, the community has stepped up, and we've raised $27,000.
That is awesome. Awesome.
But now we're realizing we're needing a bigger air conditioner with the thing, so we're going to have a few more expenses than we planned.
We always do.
Right.
But that's the way it's going. We have the house gutted. We've moved them out to out off 7 South in the car edition. They're staying in a home there. And we have the house gutted. Our men have been working. We've added the additions. We've got the walls up in the house. The electrical boxes are in. Now we just need to pull wire and do the roughing in of the plumbing, finish the floors, and put the sheetrock up, and we'll be able to move them back in. But right now we're moving along, and we're working every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Okay. And we're taking volunteers. People are showing up. We'll put them to work.
That's good. That's really good.
And it's neat the way people have just helped. Some families have come up and said, what can we do? Can we help you? So
you know, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
That's we rely so much on government help for everything when we should just worry
People
about
help.
what the community can do for each other.
We wouldn't need so many government-run programs if our people would just do and meet each other's needs. We could help one another. We have so much, and if we just everybody give a little, think about what all we could do. And that's what's happened with the Bright family. But they, Austin and Siobhan Bright, need our prayers and they need our support because they've got a tough situation. I heard a saying one time, I have the blues because I had no shoes. Till upon the street I met a guy who had no feet. I may have some problems, but when I see them, mine shrink into insignificance.
Well,
So-
obviously there's going to be an insurmountable amount of medical expense to go
Exactly.
along with
And they're
with
facing
this.
all that. And so I just appreciate our community and the support the people have given us for this. It's been great.
But the job's not complete.
No.
And you still need volunteers. You probably need still, if someone would want to donate some kind of funds.
Absolutely.
How can they do
They
that?
can go by First Federal Bank and just make a check to the Bright Home Makeover, and it goes right into the account. They can stop by North Arkansas Baptist Association or Shiloh Baptist Church and leave a check there. Make your check payable to the Bright Home Makeover. It's tax deductible. And First Federal worked with us to just make sure we got everything that we needed to make sure it was tax deductible, and they've been wonderful too.
Good.
Or just stop by the house and put in some man hours.
There you
or
go.
woman
I'd
hours,
rather you
whatever.
stop by the house. We need
Tuesday,
to help.
Thursday, Saturdays. you
Tuesday
said.
afternoon, Thursday afternoon, and Saturdays. Yes.
What time in the afternoon?
Usually we start about 4 o'clock. When it was 106 degrees,
Well,
we
it's gotta
waited
be
till
cooler,
5:30.
Right. Right.
But,
It makes
yeah,
a big difference.
right.
You've got something else you want to talk about. It's this little flyer here. We can hold this up called
Sure.
Shane and Shane.
Yes.
Tell us about this.
Okay. Shane and Shane is a Christian group. It's a concert that we're putting on at the college. Each year, last year we had Blue Tree. It's a group from Ireland, and they wrote God of the City. And we had about 1,200 there. We hope this year to have over 1,300. Shay and Shane is a group. It's Shane Bernard and Shane Everett. The two guys have written over 300 songs. They've sold over 500,000 records.
Wow.
And they're sought after all over the country. We've had them scheduled for a year. And they're going to put on a concert August the 28th at the college.
Okay.
And
Inside, outside?
inside.
Okay.
We don't know what the weather will be.
Well,
and
true.
Once people buy the ticket, we really want them to have
okay.
what they...
And then you got a speaker?
We've got
also?
a speaker, John Randalls, and John is a good friend of mine. He speaks for Fellowship of Christian Athletes. He speaks in colleges. He works with quite a few football teams, Oklahoma, Tulsa, what is the one in Texas starts with an A?
Arkansas. Well, I'm not Arkansas.
In Texas, yeah.
Texas A&M?
A&M, Texas A&M. Starts with an A. Duh. I went blank. I got that sometimers
I didn't
disease.
say
It happens. It happens.
Sometimes I got it, sometimes I don't. But anyway, he works with them. He does a lot of football things, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, but he's a motivational speaker. And we're going to have him that night and have them sing, and then they'll come back on. He'll bring a little mini message and motivate us, So it ought to be a great concert. We have advance tickets that can be bought at CBO. They can be ordered online, or they can pick them up at our office at North Arkansas Baptist Association, and that's 319 North Chestnut Street, just up Highway 7 South, right at the three-way stop.
Right there in the curve.
What time
yeah.
does the concert start?
It'll start at 6:30,
Okay.
and it's August 28th at 6:30. The doors open at 6, and it'll be in the North Arkansas College.
Okay.
All right. Great.
Now, you're heavily involved in the mission field, and you take trips
Yes.
all over
Getting
the
ready
world?
to go to Peru.
Okay.
Wow.
Peru. Have you ever been to Peru?
Never been to Peru. We're flying in at 12,000 feet, and then we travel up about 2,000
Do
feet.
they push you out the back, or do you?
I'm afraid of that. We're going in a Russian cargo plane, so
Is that
wow.
right?
you know, it'll be fun. Now we're going up to help start some new churches in a primitive area, and Bear Creek Baptist Church has been going for years, and they're needing some help in the partnership because of the altitude. Many people get altitude sickness. And we need younger men, more fit. And I've been going to the gym, working out,
Getting ready.
Trying to
I
get
mean,
your-
this is not a trip for a fat man, but, you know, I feel like I need to go and work with some of the pastors there and try to help them. So,
need to get your aerobic exercise in instead of your
yeah, that's right.
weightlifting exercise.
Yeah.
You know, you've met different people around the world, and I guess I just want to throw this out there. But is there any common denominator with everyone?
People are the same all over the world. I've been in Israel, I've been in China, I've been in Indonesia, I've been in India, Spain, Germany, you know, all these places. But one common thing, people really, if we could get past the political that all of us see, and you know, because Americans are not liked in a lot of part of the world. But whenever they meet us, they love us. And they know we're genuine, you know, and they are. And I can sit in a hut with an African and just have a great time, or I can have tea in China with a couple and just enjoy it. And we have so much in common. But everybody, they really want joy in their life and peace, you know. And if we could get the political over with and just let people be people, we'd find a lot more happiness.
So you're going to Peru when?
We leave October 15th.
Okay. And it's how long of a trip?
Only a week.
Only 1 week. Okay.
I don't know if I could take any more.
Well, get on the treadmill.
I'm going to the gym
Maybe you
here
need
in a
to
little
come
bit.
back after that and tell us about your
All right.
experience.
I'd
Yeah,
love
usually
to.
take some pictures. You can come back and tell us
Yeah.
about it. We'd love to have you come back.
It'll be
But we
fun.
want to also let people know, if you just tuned in, about the Bride Home Makeover. Donations can be made at First Federal Bank, where they
Right.
can come by the Baptist Association building.
Or Shiloh Baptist Church.
Okay. All right. Thanks,
All right.
Royce, for
Thank
coming
you.
by.
Thank
Appreciate you so much for
Appreciate
being
you.
here.
All right, thanks.
All right. Coming up next is Jim Johnson. We're going to be talking about Goblin football, Goblin sports, Goblin basketball, and anything else Goblin. So stay with us.